Hi guys, don't forget to click on the subscribe button.
Hi guys, good day. I'm Raging DJ and I'm here to present to you Raging Fundamentals, AC Energy and Ayala Company Must Knows. So kung sinubaybayan nyo yung mga previous videos ko about AC Energy since last year, December last year, so from the SRO to the follow-on offering until the GIC Private Limited, the private investor from Singapore. So, review ko din doon kung ano yung mangyayari kay AC Energy from this year 2021 until the end of the year. So, in this video guys, i-review natin kung ano yung mga latest news as well as the latest investments of AC Energy and Ayala Company. So, let's go guys. So, disclaimer lang guys, all information came from the official AC Energy disclosures from PSE Edge and their official website. I am not affiliated with Ayala Corporation. So, let me start my presentation with 2021 general timeline updates of AC Energy. So, para magkaroon tayo ng timeline or magkaroon ng backbone to presentation, so, pre-present po na natin pinaka-latest news about AC Energy. So, according to their website, this was the corporate developments na nangyari na sa AC Energy. So, from the stock rights offering or the SRO, na nangyari no January 2021. So, makikita nyo dito guys. So, it started around January 2021 when they had their stock rights offering or yung tinatawag yung mga mas alam natin as the SRO. So, they were able to raise around 5.37 billion pesos. That corresponds to around 25.40 billion equity. So, next, on March 2021, they had the GIC private placement. So, around 11.88 billion pesos were raised. So, makita nyo sa arrow sa ilalim, that generates around 37.28 billion pesos of equity. So, next, on May 2021, so just recently, they had their follow-on offering. So, mas alam ng karamihan to as the FOO. So, again 10.27 billion pesos in expected proceeds. So, as you can see on the arrow below, so they generated around 47.55 billion of equity. So, last on their list, so ito na yung pinaka-latest guys. So, kung dati, inaabangan natin yung SRO, yung FOO, pati itong GIC private placement. Ngayon, ang bago nating aabangan is yung infusion of the international assets into AC Energy and Ayala Company. So, the target date is within 2021. So, wala silang sinabi guys kung anong month or anong day mangyayari yan. So, most probably this third or fourth quarter of 2021. So, makikita nyo dito guys, it would be valuated around 85.93 billion pesos with an additional equity of 33.86 billion pesos. So, makikita nyo dito guys, sa lahat ng nangyaring mga development sa kanila, ito may pinakamalaking equity na ma-add sa kanila at around 81.40 billion of equity. So, para mas maliwanagan tayo, especially those who wanted to invest or mga new investors kay AC Energy, I will be presenting on my next slides kung ano ba yung mga international assets, kung ano lahat ng mga pag-aari ni AC Energy internationally as well as locally in the Philippines. So, next. So, here, I would just like to present to you guys yung pinaka-latest na income statement nila na release just this first quarter of 2021. So, what is important here? So, kung hindi nyo naiintindihan yung mga ibig sabihin ng mga other terms dito, what is important is that, as you can see, yung mga binulugan kong mga blue, they have positive 25%, positive 42%, and positive 54% respectively. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng income statement nila from first quarter of 2020 to first quarter of 2021 are all up. That is significant guys. Yung pinakamababa is around 25%. That's around 1/4 from their previous revenue. Yung EBITDA nila or EBITDA increased around 42% and their net income attributable to parent increased around more than 50%, around 54%. So napakalaking balita, good news to for their investors dahil ang AC Energy, despite of the pandemic, ang laki ng income nila. So ang laki ng income change nila from their previous quarter. So take note of this guys. So next, ito na guys. So ito na yung sinasabi ko kanina. Ito na yung aabangan natin this year 2021 bago matapos ang year. the international assets for infusion into AC Energy and Ayala Company. So, makikita nyo dito guys, may map sila na pinakita kung saan yung mga country na meron silang investments. So, binilang ko lahat yan guys. So, from India, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Australia, corresponds to around 11. So, that's around 11 assets internationally. So, international assets pa lang yan. So, meron pa siyang iba pa yung local assets niya sa Philippines. So, again, papakita ko sa inyo into my presentation lahat ng assets ni AC Energy para if you are deciding to invest on it, mas maliwanagan kayo pati alam nyo kung saan nyo nilalagay yung pera ninyo. So, ayan guys. So, for the international assets, again, they have 4 countries. Number 1, Indonesia. Number 2, Vietnam. Number 3, Australia, and number 4, India. So, isa-isahin natin guys. So, from Indonesia, according all of this information are according to their official website. So, they have the Sidrap Wind, number 1, and number 2, they have the Salak and the Rahat Geothermal. So, for the Sidrap Wind, this is a 75 megawatts. The Sidrap Wind Farm is Indonesia's first utility-scale wind farm. So, makikita niyo sa picture, according to them, this is the first greenfield offshore project of AC Energy. So next, again, the Salak and the Rahat Geothermal. This is around 648 megawatts. According to them, strengthening its presence in Indonesia, AC Energy formed part of a consortium of Star Energy Geothermal. So again, makikita nyo sa picture, ayan ang kanilang binibuild na international assets sa Indonesia. So going next to Vietnam, so they have 6 international assets. So again, let's go on them one by one. So number 1, the Ninh Tuan Solar. So sitting on more than 300 hectares of land, this is a 405 megawatt solar farm and it is one of the largest of its kind in Southeast Asia. So ano nila yan, pinagmamalaki nila yan na it is one of the largest in Southeast Asia. So next, you have here the Can Hoa and Daklak Solar. So this is 80 megawatts solar power. It is AC's Energy's second renewable energy project in Vietnam in partnership with other companies there. So next, we have here the Mui Ne Wind. This is again 80 megawatts. It is located in one of the best wind resource areas in the southern coast of Vietnam. So according to them, it is their first wind project in Vietnam. So next, they have the Lac Hoa and Hoa Dong Wind. This is a 60 megawatts facility. Then according to them, it features the tallest wind turbine in the country to date. So ito na yung pinakamalaking wind turbine sa Vietnam as of this moment. So number 5, we have here the Quang Binh Wind. This is a 252 megawatts facility. It is set in a coastal area of the Quang Binh province. The wind farm is one of the largest in Vietnam to date. Okay, again, sabi nila pinakamalaki, isa ito sa mga pinakamalaki sa Vietnam as of the moment. And last, we have here the Ninh Tuan Wind. It is an 88 megawatts facility. It is located in the south-central Vietnam. It is the second wind project in Vietnam of AC Energy. Okay, so now let's go to the next country, Australia. So they have one international asset here, the New England Solar. So the New England Solar, with the construction of 521.1 megawatts DC or 400 megawatts capacity. The first stage in full swing, the New England Solar Farm located in Oralia in New South Wales will ultimately be a combined 720 megawatts solar and 400 megawatts hour battery development. So according to them, this is AC Energy's first development in Australia. So napaka-aggressive mag-expand ni AC Energy. So they have already in Indonesia, in Vietnam, now they're going to Australia. So malay natin, they would occupy majority also other countries in the Southern American region in the future. So last country, we have here India. They have 2 assets there. So number 1, we have here the Sitara Solar, marking its first major investment in India. The 140 megawatts DC or 100 megawatts AC Sitara Solar Plant is $65 million solar facility. So according to them, this is AC Energy's maiden project in India. So next, we have here the Paryap Solar. So this is the 70 megawatts DC or 50 megawatts AC. It is set in the Amreli district of the state of Gujarat, one of the first states to develop solar generation in India. So again, ang makikita natin sa mga previous na international assets na nasasabi ko, halos lahat AC Energy is trying to make the first in this certain countries. So ayun yung maganda sa AC Energy So or any Ayala company, they're trying to make an innovation or an innovative business, and they're trying to be the first one in order to make or establish this business in a certain localities. So now, let me now present to you the Philippine assets. So pumunta naman tayo ngayon sa mga local assets sila sa Philippines. So they have three. They have the renewables, the thermal, and those that are under construction. So for the renewables, they have 8 assets in the Philippines. So let's go on them one by one. So number 1, they have the North Wind renewables. So this is the first wind farm in Southeast Asia. So kung pupunta kayo sa Pagudpud, sa may Ilocos, yung tinatawag nilang famous Bangi windmill, ang may-ari nun is si AC Energy. So the 52 megawatts North Wind farms turbines lined up in a single row stretching along the 9-kilometer shoreline of Bangi Bay creates one of the most recognizable sceneries in the region. So ayan guys, so para inform kayo, pag pupunta tayo sa sa Pagudpud, yung Bangi windmills ang may-ari si Ayala, AC Energy and Ayala Company. So next, they have the North Luzon Renewables. So according to them, this is AC Energy's largest wind farm in the Philippines. So the 81 megawatts North Luzon Renewables wind farm, together with the 52 megawatts North Wind wind farm, makes up AC Energy's 700-hectare conservation estate in the Northern Luzon. So napakalaki pala ng hawak na lupa ni AC Energy dyan sa northern part of Luzon, specifically in the Pagudpud or Ilocos region. So next, they have the Montesol. So installed in just over 2.5 months or 80 days from first pile to commissioning and energization, the Montesol solar power plant produces around 24,000 megawatts hour per year of solar electricity, offsetting around 14,000 tons of carbon dioxide and powering around 16,200 average Philippine households annually. So this is the first solar farm that was established in Negros. So number 4, we have Isla Sol. So Isla Sol is composed of multiple utility scale solar farms in La Carlota and Manapla, Negros Occidental. Again, this is the first solar farm in Southern Negros. So again guys, makikita nyo dito na not only internationally, sa Philippines din, they're establishing solar farms in different parts of the Philippines or regions na ini-establish na sila yung pinakaunang gumagawa. So they're trying to pioneer the solar farm as well as the solar facilities in different regions in the Philippines. So number 5, we have here the Sacasol. So a greenfield standalone solar farm. The Sacasol is located inside the San Carlos Ecozone in San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. So ang total gross capacity niya is around 45 megawatts. So again, sabi nila dito, this is the first utility scale solar farm in the Philippines. So again, makikita nyo halos lahat sa presentation ko, laging nandyan yung first. So ibig sabihin, they're pioneering this solar energy or the renewable energy in the Philippines. So number 6, we have here the Guimaras Wind. Again, a pioneering renewable energy project in the Visayas region. So this is around 54 megawatts. So again, nandito na naman guys, first wind farm in the Visayas. Number 7, we have here the Mai-Barara Geothermal. So the 20 megawatts Mai-Barara Geothermal Phase 1 unit was successfully commissioned in 2014. So the Phase 2, the 12 megawatts Phase 2 unit is going online in 2018. So again guys, the first project under the Philippine Renewable Energy Act of 2008. So lastly, they have here the Gigasol Palawig. So the Gigasol Palawig began generating power supply for the Luzon region on April 2021. So just recently lang guys, so halos bago pa lang to. It is a 2.39 billion pesos facility located in Zambales that generates over 90 million kilowatts hour of clean power to support the country's demand. So again, dito naman guys, pinagmamalaki nila na they're pioneering the circular approach in the Philippines. So makikita nyo yung arrangement ng kanilang solar panel dito sa picture na to. So let's now go to the thermal assets of AC Energy. So number one, they have the South Luzon Thermal Energy Corporation or SLTech. So operating as a baseload plant, the SLTech supplies the power demand of Luzon. So the company owns and operates around 2 times 122 megawatts, is around 244 megawatts, circulating fluidized bed thermal plant in Calaca, Batangas. So next, they have the peaking plant. So again, around 275 megawatts in capacity. They made agreement with the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines or NGCP, enabling each plant to provide reserve power to the grid. Okay? So now guys, makikita nyo dito that again, AC Energy is aggressively expanding internationally as well as in the Philippines. So let me now present to you their projects that are being undergoing construction at the moment. So number one, they have here the Gigasol Alaminos. So this is around 120 megawatts. The completion date is expected to be around June 2021. So this month guys, June 2021. Okay, it is located in Alaminos, Laguna. Number two, we have here the Bataan Renewable Energy or RE Tech Hub. So again, the total capacity is around 4 megawatts and the completion date is the third quarter of 2021. So anytime within next month or the following months guys, matatapos ito. So they would establish this at Bataan Renewable Energy Tech Hub with different energy and energy storage technologies will be tested for the possible large-scale use in the Philippines. So number three, we have here the Alaminos Battery Storage. So with this focus on making renewables a main source of power, the 2.2 billion pesos 40 megawatts battery energy storage system project in Alaminos will aid in enhancing the grid stability and reliability. So ang laki ng binibigay ni AC Energy sa mga projects na guys, is around billions of pesos. So number 4, we have here the Green Core Arayat Solar. So ito sa Pampanga naman guys, the 72 megawatts Arayat Mexico Solar Farm in Pampanga has an estimated cost of around 2.75 billion pesos and magiging functional siya around summer of 2022. So again guys, ang laki ng binibigay na money o pinapalabas na pera ni AC Energy. Ibig sabihin, they're really serious on establishing renewable energy as well as they're seeing the growth of renewable energy in the near future. So, as a matter of fact guys, ngayon na nangyayari yung shift ng energy into renewable energy. Lalo na sinisimulan nito ni Elon Musk sa United States. So number 5, we have here the Gigawind Pagudpud. Again, nasabi ko na kanina yung mga north wind, yung mga banking windmills sa Pagudpud. So again, they're trying to expand their solar or their wind energy in the Ilocos Norte. So according to them, this is set to be the biggest wind farm in the Philippines to date. The 11.4 billion facility will be the third wind development AC Energy in Ilocos Norte. So the target completion date is around 4th quarter of 2022 and the full year operation is around 2023. So guys, ang laki 11.4 billion pesos ang papalabas ni AC Energy na pera dito. So number 6, last, they have here the Ingrid Power Pililla. So this is around 150 megawatts Ingrid Power Plant in Pililla, Rizal. The plant will supply the peaking and reserve power to the Luzon grid. So ito naman guys sa Rizal. So again, ang laki ng mga storage capacity na binibuild ni AC Energy in order to contribute to the national, the NGCP grid, specifically in the Luzon grid. So and guys, so I was able to present to you the international assets of AC Energy as well as the local assets here in the Philippines. So now going back to this table, ito guys, napakahalaga ng table na to, especially if you are a long-term investor or you're trying to enter the AC Energy now, ngayon pa lang. So nakita nyo guys, from SRO to the GIC private placement to the follow-on offering, if you will be observing the price of AC Energy, hindi ganun ka-significant yung kanyang drop or rise. Napaka-stable. Ibig sabihin, inaalagaan ni Ayala yung AC Energy stock na to. Okay, so pinakakaabangan natin guys, i-infuse into AC Energy lahat ng international assets na sinabi ko sa inyo. So napakalaki ng equity naman di-generate pag nangyari to this around 3rd to 4th quarter of 2021. So abangan natin to guys kung ano yung magiging price movement ni AC Energy, and gagawa pa tayo ng videos about dyan in the coming months. So ito guys, I took this table from my previous videos. So dito again pinakita ni AC Energy in their previous presentation to guys, around January this year yata. Pinakita niya yung magiging general plan nila this 2021. So ang galing guys, so nasunod talaga ang plano nila. So from the starting point going downward, the SRO, the GIC subscription to the follow-on offering. Ngayon guys, nandito na tayo sa second to the last na row dito. This is the AC Energy International transaction. So dito na ini-infuse ang assets ni AC Energy. So ayun guys, so pinakita ko lang guys na yung table na present nila before is also the same as my previous slide. So ayun guys, so don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page, Raging_DJ, and don't forget to click the subscribe button on the lower right portion of your screen. So thank you guys for listening. Hope you learned a lot from this simple presentation.
Hi guys, don't forget to click on the subscribe button.